originality part of my grade, I thought I would concentrate on the examples that I showed on my one-pager, and I wanted to kind of go into more depth about why I personally found them helpful and the things that I really liked about them. First, I included this image of the steps of the SMART acronym because I think the simplicity of it really helped for memorization, and the color coding was also helpful. The only thing I would change would be the timely part, because in class we use temporal as the vocab for it. So that's the only thing I would change with this. Overall, I thought it was just helpful for memorization for the future. Next, I included this image because I thought it was just like an easy way to summarize my words that I wrote on my one-pager. I think it shows the information in a quick way, so I think it would be good to look at quickly. So after this, I included a table because I thought it was a really good example of what a table should be. Just by your first glance, you can kind of tell what's going on in the table, which I think is really great. So first, it had a title that I might change a bit because I don't think it went into much detail, and if I personally wrote it, I would have formatted it a bit differently. But I did like how it included the independent variables. Next, after that, I liked how it wrote the independent variable first and then the dependent variable second as the labels, because I think the water depth in this situation would be the independent variable. And I also like how it included the units here. Other than that, I thought it just displayed the information well, and I thought it should have what a table should have overall. Then I included this example of a bar graph. This is a multiple bar graph, so I thought by using this example, it added a bit of variety. Again, I would change the title, but this time I thought it was a little bit worse because it didn't include the independent variables. But that's the only thing I would really change about this again, because I liked how it had the dependent variable on the y-axis and the independent variable on the x-axis. I also like how it included the key, which is my favorite part, because all of the colors really helped this multiple bar graph stay organized, because there's so much information being displayed here that without all these colors in this key, you would get a bit lost. So I thought that's something you should definitely include when making a bar graph. So I thought this was a good example for that reason. Also, I included this as my example for my line graph. So this is a multiple line graph. And this time I thought the title was really great because it did include our dependent and independent variable, and it went into good detail. It also included the dependent variable on the y-axis and the independent variable on the x-axis. It included a key which kept all the lines really organized, and you can tell which line is which I think is important. Overall, I think it just had a good amount of detail, and by first glance you can, as well with the table, you can also tell what's going on, and I thought it was just really great overall. So finally, I wanted to go into a bit more detail about why I found these videos that I linked helpful. So first, I included a video explaining how to make SMART goals, but I also think you can use this when trying to prove if something's a testable question or not. This video just went into good detail about the steps in the SMART acronym, and it used a really great example that I liked when I watched it about an astronaut on the moon and stuff like that. After this, I included a wrap on the CER method. The CER method was like the hardest thing for me in this unit. It took me a bit to understand it, and I've used songs in the past as a way to like memorize things like this before, so this was really helpful to me when I was learning it. After this, I included 2 videos again on the CER method. This one was kind of in like a spy mission style, and the other one was in an infomercial style, and I thought these both were just really creative concepts, and they kept me engaged when watching, so that really helped me absorb the information better. And finally, I linked this video for the types of variables. This video just had a lot of like practice examples and like quiz style practice things, and it just helped me get the hang of things. So that's how and why I found these pictures and videos that I used as examples on my one-pager to be helpful to me personally.